Okay, so we have a rare occurrence. We've actually caught her eating something on her own. Yesterday I had her away from Mom for over 12 hours, and finally, in with Ruby, Ruby showed her how to eat out of the dish because she's just been avoiding it and fussing. But last night we had a session with why we don't fuss, and then we worked on, oh, there's food here, there's water here. Why are we standing in all the wet? Because she kept spilling all the water in the pen and making it very, very wet. And today you can see the paper is much drier. I've just cleaned the pen, but it's staying much drier. Anyway, so she is learning. We've got it so that she's basically bringing the beds up that end. I moved the food farther that way. She is now peeing up here. So we're getting the potty training going. She's not growing as fast as I figured she should. She should be heavier, I think, by now. I'll have to go back and check some weight comparisons with some of the other pups. Considering she's the only one being fed, she just seems rather small. But I mean, it could just be my impression, you know, not an actuality. So I'll have to go and check actual figures. She seems quite small, but that could be because she's always beside Ruby too. Anyway, I just thought she should be bigger because Mom only has one pup and she's feeding her a lot. She hasn't learned to eat a lot because she waits until Mom gets here and then she eats. You'll notice the little wrapping on her tail. Mom has stepped on her tail and injured it, but it's fine. I've got it splinted up there. It's been splinted up for about 2 weeks now and seems to be healing fine. I think Mom stepped on it and twisted her tail, but anyway, that little splint is just a little piece of foam rubber and seems to work well. I had it off her when she was playing with Ruby last night for about 12 hours when she'd had her bath, and she seemed fine. She was playing with it fine, but when I put her back in with Mom, I like to put the splint back on because Mom seems to keep bumping her, and she seems more likely to cry out that she hurts. And I'm not sure whether it's just Mom pushing her away and she's crying, or whether she's actually banging her tail or stepping on her or what. So I just put the binding back on her tail, and it seemed to slow down a lot of the fussing. So I'm just thinking maybe Mom is in her cleaning, because she's still cleaning her up, is being a little rough with her backside, and maybe has bitten actually that tail when she's trying to clean her, because Nell can be quite rough sometimes with her pups. So anyway, I mean, and that's something that the mothers all do. But so I've just had it on there for the last 2 weeks or so. I had contacted the vet about it, and they felt there was really nothing they could do other than anesthetize them, and that's not safe for a puppy this size. You actually run the risk of losing them entirely, and you don't want to anesthetize an animal any more often than you have to. So they figured that there was very little they could do otherwise than, and their experience was always just to leave it the way it is. But I thought, well, we'll see what we can do, and I happened to find this little piece of foam rubber that would work for what I needed, and when I put it on, it seemed to work, and it stays on. She doesn't pull it off, so it must be fine. And Mom is not pulling it off, which is a real bonus, because I've had bandages on other pups in the past, and Mom tends to just pull all the wrappings off regardless of what's going on. So anyway, I've also tried to mark pups with ribbons and stuff like that, and it's never gone over well. I don't know how these other people do it. I usually can't put a collar on them till they're about 6 weeks old at least. 5 to 6 weeks is the usual time when they get a collar. I haven't put her collar on yet. I'll put it on when we go to the vet. But anyway, so that's where we're at. I'll take the what do you call that, microchip with me when I go to the vet tomorrow, and have the vet help me with that, just because I don't have any extra hands to help me with that today. So anyway, got to go to the neighbors and pick up some more newspaper. So we'll talk to you later. I'll try to get this loaded this afternoon with a bunch of other videos. You know, good intentions, always good intentions. I hope YouTube will accept my videos today. We'll see what happens. Anyway, there she is. I just gave her one of those rawhide chew things. That's what she's hanging on to in there. So I think she'll quite like that. Ruby had unearthed some. I was moving dog beds around, and BJ had some hidden away in her bed box in the living room, and I unearthed them last night when I was shuffling beds. Nell soiled the one that was in here, so it's gone outside to be cleaned, and so I put a fresh one in, and when I was finding the fresh ones to shuffle them around in my living room here, I found the chew things, the chew sticks. You can see her chewing away there. So I thought, well, yeah, these guys could probably enjoy them for a little bit. I'd actually forgotten I had them, but anyway, we'll probably put one in the box with her on her way home, and then she'll have something to munch on the plane. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Have a good Sunday.